Hey folks, I got these steampunk goggles. I ordered them out of a magazine like 10 years ago. I was digging around through my crap and I found them. I was like, oh, no way, they're in some pretty good shape. I think they're like 20 bucks or something. I don't know. Look at that. They're just like costume type apparel. They're not really functional. I can't do like any actual machine work or anything in them. I just got them because I thought they were cool. You look good, but that's it. Look at that. It looks zany. Look like a time traveler or something. Steampunk. It's cool stuff. I think there needs to be more steampunk type movies and stuff. Like, they need to like remake Star Wars and stuff. Make it all steampunk. I don't know. Something like that. But, oh yeah. Show everybody, I gotta see if I can get it off my big fat head without undoing it. Hey, I can. Got a new Mjolnir. Let me check it out here. Check it out. Stainless steel. 25 bucks, not bad. The actual hammer is the same, but it's stainless steel. And then these two here are actually bears. It was actually a little bit cheaper for the ones with the bears, because they had wolves, ravens, and bears. And the bears are really important to the Nordic people. So yeah, man, that chain is heavy. I was not expecting it to be that heavy when I got it. Man, that is a thick chain. That's like a pimp chain or something. But yeah, that's still cool though. That's stainless steel. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, pretty cool. I'll probably just wear it on my days off and stuff. I probably won't wear it to work or anything. Like I said, it's got some heft to it. I mean, I know it's there. I mean, it's big. The chain anyway. It's got quite a bit of weight, but yeah, pretty cool. Ah, my new InfoWars shirt. Go to the InfoWars store. Ordered a new shirt. Gotta do something. Banning Alex Jones. I don't know. I don't know. Really. I don't know what's gonna happen, but if it's a war they want, you better believe they got one. Oh, there's a cricket on the floor over there. If you step on him and kill him, a parasite will ooze out. I'm going to make this video on an Asatruar's view. You know, granted I'm rather new to the Asatru movement and all that, but an Asatruar view on, you know, like the Judeo-Christian type religions. Now, I don't have anything written down. I didn't really plan anything. I figured I just haven't done a video in a while, so I figured I'd make a video. And a lot of people think, you know, why Asatru? You know, it's like a cult and all that, and it's heathenry. You know, and it's the words cult and heathen and all that have a really bad reputation. But I don't know, if you actually look in the actual definitions of the word, they're really not all that bad. People say, you know, why Asatru? Why not Christianity? Well, I'm not Christian because, you know, I was as a kid, but, you know, that didn't last long. You know, I'm not Christian because I'm not Middle Eastern. You know, I'm from Europe. I just got my updated, oh yeah, I sure brought the results from that out. Got the updated, most recent, just a week or two ago, recent results from my DNA test that I got through Ancestry.com, and if I remember correctly, I'm going to say it was 52% English, Welsh, Scottish, and Northern Europe, and then 33% Germanic Europe, and then it was only weird 4% Norse, and then like 2% like Eastern Asian Russian, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's the most recent results. So yeah, I'm not Christian or Islamic because I'm not Middle Eastern, basically. You know, I don't have any Middle Eastern roots. And the Christians always portray Jesus as like this blue-eyed blonde. Even in an older movie, he's actually portrayed by a blue-eyed blonde actor. And that's not accurate at all for Christianity. I mean, if you look into Christianity, Jesus was black. You know, I mean, facts are facts. Jesus was black. Which is no big deal, but a lot of, like, white Christians and stuff, they see these pictures of Jesus and they think that's Jesus. You know, he's got the straight hair and it's kind of cut, and he's got like a beard. Well, they just modeled Jesus after Thor to get the pagans, you know, basically the Vikings and those type people during that time, get them converted over to Christianity. So they thought if they changed the image of Jesus, that they could get people to convert, and evidently it worked. But you know, there's quite a bit of Asatru coming back. I think Asatru's coming back for sure. Absolutely. But yeah, not Middle Eastern, so what's the point of being Christian? I'm not Middle Eastern, and I'm not Islamic either. But you know, the Christians did quite a number on the European people, the Nordic people, and the people that followed the ways of the old, you know, followed the ways of Odin and Thor and the ways of Asatru. Then I understand Asatru is an updated version of the native European spirituality, but they did quite a number. The Christians slaughtered. I mean, you either convert or die. I mean, they just did a number on the Europeans all through Germany, and of course up through the Scandinavian countries. Did a number, slaughtered thousands trying to convert people. And there are always these hidden little areas in Europe where people secretly practiced it. And of course now with the Islamic people and all the refugees coming in, because I don't believe at all that these refugees are leaving their countries because they're, you know, war-torn areas of the Middle East or whatever like that. I don't buy any of that for a minute. I think it's strictly, not strictly, but mostly, probably 80% or so. I think that's what I looked up, 80%. I think it's more than that, but I'm always conservative, so I'll be comfortable saying 80% or so are military-age men from Somalia and Afghanistan, Syria, and all that. Mostly between the ages of 18 and 34, sounds about right. I mean, if I'm not 100% accurate, I'm close. That's why people need to get on Google, and if you can't find it on Google, go to DuckDuckGo and do some research, man. Because there's been a ton of censorship going. This is ridiculous. Twitter, Gavin McInnes and InfoWars taking off Twitter, and InfoWars and Alex Jones are off of Facebook, and they took him off of YouTube. I made a video about all that. I didn't get many views, but I don't know. Probably got flagged by YouTube or something. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, yes. You know, there's a lot of you know, the Islamic invasion. I don't really think it's a refugee crisis. I think it's a goddamn invasion. That's what I think it is. And, you know, Islam totally incapable of any type of criticism or anything, or you know, portraits of Muhammad. It's absolutely unbelievable. So kind of like, I kind of think of it as Islam is doing today what the Christians did during the Crusades and all that kind of stuff, you know, 700 plus years ago, to the Vikings and the Carls and all the ancient Europeans tribes. That's what I think the Islamic people are doing now. Like I said, it's not a refugee crisis, it's an invasion. I'm very comfortable saying it's an invasion. And you even got the Dalai Lama, which, you know, everybody's got their opinion of Buddhism. If you ever get a chance, you want to read Christopher Hitchens' book, God is Not Great, How Religion Poisons Everything, or something similar to that it's called. I read it a long while back, and it's a good read. Christopher Hitchens was a brilliant man. He died of throat cancer not too many years ago. But yeah, man, he's got crap in there on everybody. The Muslims, the Christians, the Mormons, the Buddhists, the Hindus. Man, he's got shit on everybody. But yeah, definitely get a minute and read that book. But anywho, Recently, the Dalai Lama stated during an interview or something like that it was, that Europe belongs to Europeans. And these refugees need to go back to their own countries and fix their own countries. Because the globalists is using Islam to destabilize the Middle East, and now they want to use it to destabilize the whole world so they can push a one-world government. It's just, all religions are just the opium of the people. It's just a social poison being pushed. As Asatru is not really a religion, it's considered more of a cult. That's how we get around that one. Well, it is, but it isn't. But, yeah, I don't know, it's a pretty scary situation. But you got to get behind our president. We got to adopt more conservative values into our country. Not really so much, personally. Personally, I'm a conservative, and of course, politically, I'm a conservative. But, I mean, politically, you need to start being more. Everybody needs to start being more conservative. That's what Asatru is a rediscoverance of the old ways of Europe. It's about, rediscovering your roots and, European people. We have a history, and a lot of people on the left. It's kind of strange, but it's a lot of people on the left and the liberals. They want to, crap all over white people, white men specifically. Blonde, blue-eyed white men, absolutely specifically. And just blame them for all the problems of the world. You got Bono or whatever that pretentious cocksucker's frickin' name is. Boner, whatever. On there doing some show or something talking about Sweden, like tall, blue-eyed, boring people. Man, fuck Bono. Fuck your fucking ass. Fuck you. Who the fuck are you? Kiss my fucking ass. I never liked you two anyway. I always thought they sucked. Even when I was a kid. I just totally overrated. They played them on the radio way too much. I just always thought they sucked. And what is Bono? Is he like 5'4" or some shit? But yeah, if you don't like Sweden, then don't go to Sweden. Like, being blonde and blue doesn't make you a Nazi. And preserving your white heritage doesn't make you a Nazi. Because I'm not like a universalist Asatruar. I'm more of a folkish. I'm more about kind of being a son of a bitch, I guess, a little more about it. Not really being, oh yeah, I get it? I missed him, damn that. Being a little more of a son of a bitch about it. Man, you're a cricket. Oh, that one over there squashed. What the hell with all the crickets? Somebody commented on a cricket one time. I was blabbing away out here, and there's a cricket going, and some guy's like, yeah, the cricket, me love that story. Crickets. Me and the crickets. Typical. See, I get distracted and I forgot what the hell I was talking about. Yeah, nothing wrong with preserving white heritage and European heritage. Like I said, I got my DNA test, and this is the third time they revamped it. And it was interesting because the first time I had it done, it said it was 6% Persian, Turkish, and Caucasus. Of course, Caucasus comes from Caucasian, which they're just the white people of the Middle East anyway. But they revamped it a year later, and it was all the Persian, Turkish, and Caucasus was gone. It was all something different. So evidently my European DNA must be kind of similar to Turkish DNA somewhere kind of in there. But evidently, with the new technology, it gets revamped. Like I said, I just got the third revamp, which still gives me a dominant Germanic, Northern Europe, United Kingdom bloodline, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that. But I know there may be like white pride. Like I understand what people are saying when black pride and Puerto Rican pride and Chinese pride and Polish pride, all that, and white pride and all that. But it's kind of like when people say white pride, it's immediately like Ku Klux Klan, like crazy like guys in white hoods. And unfortunately, that's where people's minds go because people are just completely indoctrinated by the college institutions and just don't think for themselves anymore. But the word pride, I don't really use that too much because I think, like George Carlin said, pride should be reserved for things you achieve. Things that you accomplish in your life. Not for something that's like an accident of birth, just an occurrence of birth. Things that you're happy. So you're happy to be black, or happy to be Chinese, or happy to be Hispanic, or happy to be white. No, don't say proud. Pride goeth before the fall. But yeah, he makes a good point. So I don't really say the term white pride, not because I'm afraid of any kind of backlash or anything from a bunch of politically correct lunatic liberals or anything. Just because I don't know, I just don't really use it. I understand what people are saying though, just being proud of your ancestry and your ancestors and all the accomplishments of, white people in Europe with the Industrial Age and even going way back, the Iron Age and the Bronze Age and all that other stuff that primarily white Europeans and stuff accomplished. And of course, we did write the U.S. Constitution and build the United States. They're trying to make it sound like it was all about the slaves and all about the Native Americans and all that. But, in reality, I think slaves or no slaves, Native Americans or no Native Americans, I think the white indigenous people of Europe who came here to the United States and created the country, I think we'd have done it anyway. It might be a little different than it is now, but we still have the U.S. Constitution, and we'd still be the greatest country on earth, All these liberals complain about Donald Trump, but I don't see any of them leaving the country. So living under Donald Trump is terrible, but it's still a hell of a lot better than I guess they think living in any other area of the world is. They just all want their goddamn handouts. That's why I like Asatru. Asatru's a lot about rugged individualism and doing it on your own. Don't be afraid to think me, not we. Don't be afraid to take care of number one a little bit. Take care of yourself and your people, and then, kind of have a Reaganomic sort of a mindset to it. Kind of trickle down. You take care of yourself, you take care of your family and the people, your friends and the people in your neighborhood and your fellow folk, and then, other people will just start to soak up the benefits, soak up the goodness, something like that. But yeah, I think with definitely the Islamic invasion going on right now, that's something people really need to start talking out against, because a lot of people are really, really hesitant to criticize Islam whatsoever because they'll be edging, they'll kill you. Isn't that lovely? Not a lot of people don't understand that Islamic peace is the Islamic people will go into a country or wherever. Islam is a religious and political belief. It's not a racial thing. I mean, Islam is all sorts of people of all sorts of different races of the world. I mean, there's Muslims in all the areas of the world, and Islamic peace is basically going into an area and converting everyone to Islam, and the people who don't convert, you kill them and then you live peacefully. And of course, even Muslim and Islam in itself will eventually self-destructive, because you get this, they're Islamic, and then you get the Sunni and the Shiite Muslims who take it upon themselves to kill each other. I know in England, right now, while I'm talking, I don't know if I think it's tomorrow. Today is Wednesday, late Wednesday evening, and tomorrow is Thursday, and Tommy Robinson is going to court. He just got out of jail. I think he did a 90-day sentence, lost 35 pounds. He was threatened a lot in there by Islamic gangs, and he's going to have to go to jail because they don't have freedom of speech in the United Kingdom for speaking out against Islam. And the Muslim rape, grooming gangs and all that sick shit going on in the Middle East, or in England right now, which stems from the Middle East. But yeah, I think all people of the entire world, everywhere from the Middle East, from Asia to everywhere, they all need to become more nationalistic and more patriotic for their countries. Stay and work it out in your own country. Make it work in your own country. Make things work. Quit making up excuses. Quit blaming America and the West and everything for all of your problems. You got to get away from the blame game stuff. Like, I know I talk on here about how I watch Red Ice TV, and a guy said, he likes Red Ice TV and their views on race, but he doesn't like their views on anti-Semitism. And I understand that. People just sit around and blame Israel and blame the Jewish people for everything, basically, because they want somebody to take a blame for all their failures. Like, I can't get rich because of them Jews. Just like a bunch of glaring failures. Like, do you even understand economics? Do you understand investing? I don't get what the hell, you're not going to get any handouts. I can't do anything because of the Jews. Oh, shut the fuck up. You can't do anything because you got shit for brains. That's why you can't do anything. But, Israel's just a country like any other country on earth. I'm sure there's good people in their government, and I'm sure there's bad people in their government. And I do think that, back after 9/11, when we went into the Middle East, I really do think that going into Iraq and Afghanistan, we just did that for Israel. I think we kind of fought their wars for them. Sorry, that's what I think. Like I said, I'm not Christian. I'm Asatru, agnostic, whatever. Not Christian, though. A lot of people are really surprised, like I'm a right-winger Trump lover, and they automatically think I'm Christian. That's like, nope. I'm not Christian, and I haven't been Christian since I was 9 years old. So, all right. Whoa, 21 minutes, man. I got the gift of gab. I might have a little Irish in me after all. Oh, that's what it was. It was like 4% Irish or something, I think. Just enough to run my goddamn mouth. Keep going. I have nothing else to do. I'm off today. I'm off tomorrow. But, yeah, people need to get on Google. You need to find out about Tommy Robinson. I think it's Tommy Tommy Robinson. What did I say earlier? It's Tommy Robinson. Anyway, Gavin McInnes was flying to England. I think he left yesterday to talk to Tommy Robinson. Really, really terrible what they're doing to him over there. We need to make sure they're not doing it here. And I know in Sweden has been ravaged by Islamic extremists. Stockholm's the rape capital of the world next to some little place in Africa. It's just unbelievable what Islam has done to a lot of Europe. These refugees, I don't get what people don't get. But like I said, I think Sweden is leaning more to the right. I think they want to put in a right-wing prime minister. I think it's a prime minister there. I'm not sure. Can't remember. It's like prime minister, president, or something. But yeah, and they want to start pushing against this Islamic extremism. Wouldn't be difficult for me. I'd just put them on a boat or a plane or whatever the hell, and just send them back to where they came. The existence of my people is non-negotiable. I'm not Islamic, and I never will be. It's never going to happen. Kind of sick and tired of a lot of anti-religious people who think religion is the problem, and all they do is crap on Christianity morning, noon, and night. They just crap on Christianity. Like Richard Dawkins and Bill Maher and all these guys just go apeshit crazy all over Christianity, crapping on Christianity. They don't hardly say, well, I understand they do speak out against Islam, but man, it's far and few between. The punish, like Richard Dawkins yelling at that guy saying, well, what's the punishment for apostasy? Like, what are you talking about? Like, the punishment for apostasy is like death. Oh, is that all? An Asatru, you can just go, I don't want to be Asatru anymore. You just leave, like, oh, okay, bye, have fun. What? Like decapitation, like, no, we don't do that here. We're and we're supposed to be the barbaric ones and all that. Like I said about the Vikings weren't a very big part of Europe, actually. And the reason that a lot of Asatru is linked back to the Vikings is because I think the Vikings were the last ones to practice the ways of the old and to practice Asatru and to follow Odin and Thor and Freya and all that. I think that's why people go there first, but yeah, it was practiced all through Europe. The Germans, they didn't call Thor, they called him, what they call him, I just forgot. Donar, I think. And, alright. So, I guess that's it. We're moving up on 25 minutes, so I guess I'll cut it short. Get kind of bored, so I thought I'd make a YouTube video. So yeah, you need to resist the Islamic invasion. You need to back Trump. Everybody in the whole world needs to become more patriotic to their own country and become more nationalistic to their own country and turn down this global government and this globalism. And if your country's that bad, pack your bags in a rag Wait, what does that girl she say? Pack your rags in a bag and buy a boat and float your ass to another country. I think that's what Diamonds and Silk said. Oh, that's great. But yeah, see, wouldn't but it be. So yeah, got my new Mjolnir on. Thing weighs 1,000,000 pounds. I don't care though. It's worth every ounce. This is Arctis Boot Short. Please like and subscribe. Let's have a red wave here and coming in November. Let's have Donald Trump in 2020. Hail Odin, hail Thor. Hail the gods of the Aesir and the Veneer. And I'll please like and subscribe. What's going on out that window? Nothing? Alright. Like and subscribe. I'll catch you later. See ya.